Sweet. All right, what's happening, everyone? I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome back to another client interview. Today, I have the pleasure of doing a part two with one of our serving clients, Lucas, who's been with us for over 2 years now, part of EasyGrow, part of our mastermind as well, who wrapped up his time with us in the mastermind. And it's safe to say him and his business partner Yanis have done absolutely incredible with the program. And yeah, this part two is a built on top of the part one. And I just wanted to update you guys with what Lucas has done. So, Lucas, for people who are already familiar with who you are, but for those of them that are watching that may not be familiar with who you are and they haven't watched part one, why don't you introduce who you are, who you serve, and the transformation that you deliver to your clients, man?
Yeah, so basically, my name is Lukas. We're from Berlin, Germany. We're primarily focused on servicing e-commerce brands in Austria, Germany, and Switzerland. Basically, we're helping e-commerce brands. They're usually doing between 0 to 15K a month, so pretty small for e-commerce. We just help them get to their first 30K a month. Usually, we also have them afterwards, but that's just the promise that we go out into the market. Yeah, so we basically help them through consulting. So we basically have like customer success team, which basically plug into the company, and we just help them be unique in the market, actually have a messaging and marketing that will deliver results in terms of like getting more traffic, more orders, and so on and so forth. Then obviously other issues appear, such as supply chain, customer support increases because more people want to know where their order
Yeah.
is, all these kind of stuff. We just give them all the SOPs and help them just grow consistently. So yeah, that's basically what we're doing.
Yeah, love it, man. And to give the people what they always want to hear when they watch these interviews, right? Talk to us about revenue in terms of where you were when you first joined 2 years ago
Yeah,
compared to where you are right now, man.
yeah. So basically, we got into EasyGrow in a pretty difficult situation because Uh, basically, we were running a full-time agency, so
Mm-hmm.
we were a bit into consulting already. We were like in the shift of transitioning into consulting, do it for like 6 months, just release a new product, and the revenue was just stalling and decreasing month over month. So at the point where we joined EasyGrow, later on Imperium Mastermind, we were at about 120 to 135 a month. So 120,000 a month, just to clarify. Uh, yeah, so that was just a situation where we were very unhappy with, and we had issues generating appointments again. Just everything just stalled. Team wasn't the best vibe. So it was kind of like our last shot. Like it
Yeah.
wasn't a last shot, but it was more like we just needed help. And that was the point where we just got into EasyGrow. And from there on, 2 years ago, we've made tremendous growth because of you guys. We wouldn't be here if you guys wouldn't have helped us in the way that you did. In a very unique approach, very individualized, very just deep in terms of trying to help us. And now we're in a state where we can say we're doing 680,000 a month, which is a little bit higher than it used to be. Uh,
Yeah, just a little.
just a little bit. But obviously, I just want to say just to be humble because these numbers always look big. Everything is just ranted. Things can
Yeah.
go down next month
Mm.
if we're not doing the work. Just want don't want to jinx anything for the future.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. And to people watching, I've seen Lucas's numbers. He was kind enough to show me. I doubt they're going down because they're constantly going up every time I catch up with him, which is fantastic. But no, absolutely amazing stuff, Lucas, and it's been amazing to see how the business has grown in the past 2 years, man. Sorry, go ahead.
If I can just clarify, because these numbers
Yeah.
always get thrown around so much, because you asked us for the revenue, like I just
Yeah.
gave the cash collect. So when
Mm.
people know the revenue, obviously something else, people know
Yep.
like the revenue, like the closing volume, everybody's always, it's even higher. But just
Yeah.
actual cash collect, people paying the invoices and transactions.
Yeah, and that's a big thing as well. So just to clarify, that's cash we're talking. We can inflate the numbers even more with revenue, but we're not going to do that, which is absolutely incredible, Lucas. But yeah, I've seen firsthand the evolution, right, in the past 2 years with you, Yanis, again, going for EasyGrow, the mastermind and whatnot. Um, Take me back all the way to, you know, October 2023. That's when Seb, one of our older sales reps, shout out to Seb, he closed you on the product. Walk me through day one, man. Talk to me.
If Seb should see this, you still have your free beer that I promised you back then.
I'm sending this to him straight up. I've still got him on WhatsApp and
Yeah,
Seb,
do
you
that.
take advantage of this, please.
Because I told him if things work out, I'll gift him a beer on the Mastermind, but unfortunately we didn't see each other. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Sorry, the question was how we
Just
started.
take me back to day one, Lucas. You joined the program, right? You
Yeah,
mentioned your struggles was okay, no, we're not getting a consistent appointments.
yeah,
It feels like you've hit a wall, revenue's kind of stalled and whatnot. You
yeah.
joined the program. Talk to me about how things started to evolve when you first joined EasyGrow.
Yeah. So basically, 12 months before we joined EasyGrow, we had a pretty steady business, already doing like 200K a month. But
Yep.
the thing is, we didn't have too much understanding of how things were working. It was more like just brute forcing the success. But at some point, when the market transitions and you don't transition yourself as well, and you just don't know how things work, that we've
Hmm.
learned with you guys later on, we obviously went down. So for everybody that has never been in a year where you're not growing, it feels really, really shitty. I could just say that. When you're just not generating appointments anymore, which is probably what like 95% of people watching this video will feel like. You're just not generating any appointments. Like you
Yep.
don't know where appointments are coming from. It's probably more like just DMing a lot of people trying to find one lead that books an appointment, maybe like I don't even think the pay ads are running for the most of the people watching, but just business doesn't feel nice. And
Yep.
yeah, so that was basically the situation that we've been in. Was just pain because uh, we could have launched even more ads. It wouldn't have changed anything because the fundamentals just weren't in place anymore. Um, yeah, that was basically how we felt, to
Yeah.
be honest. I don't know if
Yeah.
that helps. I don't know.
No, for sure. And then, like, when you joined the program, with those fundamentals, right? How did you start to adjust things to
Yeah,
get the results and the upwards trajectory? Because it went, like we've spoken about, it went bit by bit, slowly going up to where it is now.
yeah. So I think just the most important thing in the beginning was just shifting the belief in what's possible in our market. So
Mm,
there are a lot of limiting beliefs in our market that certain things cannot be done, and there are only a certain like we just had like the number one false belief that we just thought that the market is way too small to grow to these numbers. So that was like the number one issue, which was solved. And because of this belief system, we just started allowing us to think a lot bigger. Well, that was the first thing. And then second of all, we had to make our offer a lot more broad. So just making it possible for a lot more people to actually consume it and be relevant for them. So that's what you guys helped us a lot. The messaging, just fine tuning, because obviously over time, when you increase the ad spend, you reach more colder audiences. You have to adjust, test different theses, iterate the funnel. That really helped. So we did that with you guys. Then in terms of the sales team, just building the sales team, what kind of things we should implement, implementing a lot more Google Sheets. We
yep.
have a lot less data tracking 2 years ago compared with now. So I would even say that that was the biggest change, like implementing a lot more sheets and just being able to track numbers a lot better with the systems that you gave us. We optimized it for our use case. That helped really because we didn't know what we were doing basically 2 years ago. It was,
Yep.
as I said, it was just brute forcing to higher numbers. But
Yeah.
at the point you can't grow if you don't track the numbers into detail. Um, yeah, what else? Well, what might be helpful to talk about? At least that's the stuff that I'm thinking about right
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
where I see the
One,
big value.
yeah, for sure. One thing I want to touch on, Lucas, and like you'll know this as better than anyone, and even some of the other like bigger guys that have gone on these interviews. You mentioned the limiting belief, right? About, the possibilities of the market.
Yeah,
How important was it to break that belief in order to get the success you've had? Because a lot of people watching this would assume, surely that's nothing. That's just a mindset thing, that didn't play a part in the success. But I know firsthand how important that is because it just opens up the world of possibilities for you, man.
yeah. I mean, beliefs create wars. Like it's
Yeah.
It's really, really big because you will not take the actions if you don't break the beliefs. And if we hadn't done this, you could have also given us the systems, the processes. I don't
Mm,
think that we would be where we are now. And I also think that's the main reason why people watching the video right now, like all the people that are still in unsure mode, where they're not sure, should I go with EasyGrow? Should I go with Imperium Mastermind? That's the reason why we're currently not growing because
yeah,
the beliefs that you guys have, the things that you do on a daily basis because you think that's right, is the reason why we're not growing, why we're not getting appointments.
yeah.
So
That's it. I'll even go one step further, Lucas, and park my bias to the side. If you're someone watching this right now and you're comparing it with other products, just buy something. You just do something. If it's not us, that's fine. Go with some of the other, competitors. There's lots of great options, but please do something. And yeah, Lucas, you're bang on there, man. Like, you know, beliefs formulate everything. I want to expand on this a bit more when it comes to like the business structure, right? Where your mind open as to what's possible. How
mhm.
did the business evolve in terms of what you were offering from what you were first offering when you first joined? Like, how did the business structure change, the product change, all that good stuff?
We simplified a lot more.
Yep.
So 2 years ago, things were, I mean, we already tried to make it simple, but it was still way too complex. Because complex obviously also always makes you look smart in front of the people in the market in terms of your team, but it will not make you make more money. So we just simplified a lot more. That's where
Yep.
Charlie did a lot of effort, like really just pushing that belief into myself. I mean, we've talked multiple times also in school on the mastermind. Always simplify, 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 less products, less funnels, just go with one and then actually focus on improving that. Um, so that was really, really helpful. Sorry, I forgot the question.
No, just how the product changed essentially,
With the
like what
product.
you were offering before compared to now.
Yeah, so we back then we had two offers. Now we only have one offer. Like we
Nice. Yep.
basically, so that really helped. We also had tons of funnels. Like I remember 2.5 years ago, or even 3 years ago, we had all kind of funnels, 3 to 4. You couldn't really optimize the stuff because you
Hmm.
didn't have enough data on each funnel and you didn't have the focus. Uh, I would say now I do know how much effort it takes to scale just one funnel. And yeah, so that really helped. The product, I mean, how did the product in the consulting it develop? I mean, obviously we got a lot of inspiration from you guys, just how high the standard is in terms of how good a product can be. Also in the consulting space, because I think even a lot of people that are watching this might have bought a consulting offer already in the past and have been burned. You have not seen anything like EasyGrow. I can tell you that. So that helped us just raise the standard for us as well. Mm, I think what else in terms of how the product has developed. Just how much you guys go into detail. We've also
Mm,
just really focused on giving a lot more SOPs, just really making it impossible for our clients not to succeed if they
solid.
want
Yeah.
to see the success. Yeah, that's what the biggest change I'd say because of your product.
Yeah, great stuff, man. Great stuff. Another thing I want to touch on, Lucas, is the data side of things, because you put it, perfectly beforehand. You can truly brute force, your way to sick numbers like you did, like you and Yanis did to like 100K a month or whatever, without a solid understanding of data.
Yeah.
How important and how valuable was that part of the business when you started to learn the different types of data that we track? Like, how integral was that to your success?
Mm, I, I mean, it was binary 0 or 1. Like if we wouldn't have implemented it, it would be 0. Like we wouldn't have seen any growth. I mean, we could have added 30K more, but we wouldn't have added
Yeah.
5K MRR. I mean, it's not MRR. Like obviously, also have to close new clients, but in terms of the numbers, if I don't know what my sales reps are doing,
Yeah,
I can't control them. I can't give them feedback. I
for
can't
sure.
improve the system. Same for the funnel. If I don't know if the funnel converts, where's the application to booking rate? I don't know where the lag in the system is. I mean, most people that are watching this will probably not have data tracking right now because they don't know the importance,
Yeah, for sure.
which is like pretty normal. Like if you do small numbers, but you just can't grow to higher numbers if you don't do that.
Yeah, for sure. What are some of the data points and KPIs you started tracking after joining our program
Yeah.
compared to what you weren't doing before.
Basically everything, like from let's start like the basics, show rate,
Crazy.
closing rate, conversion rate, how many people you can actually make an offer to. And then it now went down to like tracking the most minor stuff. I mean, we don't look at the minor stuff every single week,
Yeah,
but if an issue appears, we can also obviously look into the minor stuff. So yeah, I mean, if you just do the basics, I think in terms of what you guys also give, and then
yeah,
you will definitely grow if you just
yeah.
um,
Perfect.
what else? I mean, also the funnel. Like, how do you want to improve whatever you're doing? Like, let's say you do cold acquisition, which we are not doing, but even there, you do the dials. How many people do you reach? How many people actually get into an appointment? What's the show rate based on each individual, like the sales rep, to know are they actually selling the appointment in a good way?
Yeah,
Like the most basic stuff. Oh, you have to learn that. And even what's the
yeah.
benchmark? Like the people watching this will might think, yeah, that makes sense. I should have a Google Sheet. But what's the fucking, sorry for swearing, but
No, you're all good.
what's the benchmark? Like what's
Yeah,
good, what's bad? Even just talk with people about show rate. You will get such different opinions about show rate. Uh,
yeah,
because there's also different ways how to calculate show rate. There's like industry kind of way, and there's blended show rate, and
yeah.
just people mess up so much stuff. And it's just good to have one mentor, just follow their beliefs, how they're developing, getting their benchmarks, and then just execute
Yeah,
it.
it gives you that sense of power and control, where it's
Yep.
like you're no longer blind. And the best part, Lucas, is like if you're having a bad month for whatever reason, there's no emotion involved, there's no panic involved. You just look at your KPIs,
Yeah.
and there's the problem, this is the solution, this is what we need to do.
I mean, I was still a bit emotional then, but
Still a bit, yes,
at least I
everyone is
know
to be
where
fair.
it's coming from. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. As opposed to operating completely blind. So yeah, no, that's fantastic, man. Um, Obviously, Lucas, as you know, with EasyGrow specifically, you got the coaching calls, the group support. You've obviously got the mountains worth of, videos for different things, right? Is there anything specific that you personally loved about the product that stands out amidst everything else?
Yeah. So what I like the most, obviously later in the Imperium Mastermind, the events have been brilliant.
Mm,
So that really helped, especially like the first days are really, really good because you guys just give a really big deep dive on what you guys have been doing the past quarter.
yeah,
And that just really helps stay up to date with the market, know what's working. You also share a lot of, I mean, you guys talk with so many people in the international space as well. And therefore, it's like kind of being in a mastermind of the other people too, because you share
yeah,
stuff that you've been, because Charlie and Bo and you guys, you also know so many people because Charlie has really big, big following.
yep,
So that really helps. Uh, what I mean, it helps, but it's also very nice in terms of like because you asked what I like the most. And then what also helped a lot was just in EasyGrow, especially like the video course. Like I know that many
yep,
people have like limiting beliefs, like negative emotions towards videos and consuming them.
yep.
But those are just different. Was just really, really helpful. Very nice, very unique approach to how you guys present the stuff. I do think that a lot of people will start liking videos as well after watching it.
Yeah, for sure. And that's a great point to raise as well, because I think there's like a natural negative stigma around video courses because there's so many, bad courses out there where you pay like 997 or however much, right? And then the videos are like 15 minutes long. And then you have questions that you can't ask anywhere. So with us, and you know this, Lucas, like when every time we try and make a video, we want no questions to be asked. We want everything to be covered. But if you did have questions, we got coaching calls in the group. And as you've seen that with the length of the videos, which is fantastic. I know you mentioned the mastermind. One thing I want to touch on, Lucas, because it'd be good for you to share your thoughts on the mastermind as well. Um, you know, you you're already doing quite well, right? Where what's it called? You went from 120 to 240 a month, right? What made you proceed to be upsold and join the mastermind as opposed to just staying, with the program alone, man?
I mean, EasyGrow helped a lot already,
Yeah,
and we were just like, obviously, I mean, it's a no-brainer. Like, if you guys were able to help us that much and help us get appointments again and really be flooded by requests of leads, it was just a no-brainer for us. Like we knew that in the moment when Imperium Mastermind would be launched, that we would join already. Because I
Yeah.
know that I talked with one of you guys. I'm not sure if it was with Seb or somebody else. I think it was even with Seb. I asked him basically if you guys have a mastermind, and he was like, "Yeah, we're currently like planning to do it." And I was like,
Yeah.
slide into my. I already texted him like the third week of the partnership because when we joined
Wow.
EasyGrow in October, we already we already added like I think it was like 5 or 7x of the investment that we put into EasyGrow.
Amazing.
It was
Yeah.
like paid for itself
Easy.
within the first month. And that's basically like everybody that's watching this video, like obviously it's an investment into your company, but if you really want to make it work, like it's literally just
Yeah.
the only reason why it doesn't work is because you don't put in so yeah, that was basically the reason why we just wanted to join into Imperium
Yeah.
Mastermind.
Good stuff, man. Yeah, the reason I asked is because I was big with a couple of other clients as well where they're already doing so well, right?
Yeah.
But you know, why and they think, oh no, why should we join it? We're already doing this, that. But then if you join the mastermind, you've seen firsthand, and you can tell by the numbers, it just accelerates your growth even more through those events, the more intimate support with the smaller group coachings and all that stuff. And yeah, with those mastermind events, man, I know. How did you find the talks that were done throughout the different events to do with sales teams, managing sales, developing your product further, building a team? How did it sort of differ from what you were learning from EasyGrow, and how valuable was that to your business?
So first of all, obviously it's something completely different if you can ask questions in person. I mean, the school support is already
Yep.
on point. Like you'll get answers that are very detailed, will solve 99% of your questions in school already. But obviously you can just explain your queries a lot more on the mastermind. You have a lot of people that you can talk with. Like, I mean, obviously you can text other people on school and talk with them, but obviously it's something completely different if you talk with the other members on the event, talk about their problems, what they're facing, what you got, like what we have as an issue, find similarities, try to solve that. Then obviously what's very, very nice about the mastermind is that it's not, at least at this point, I think you guys will transition this as well and add more things. But for now, as what we've seen is it's very spontaneous. So it's
Mm,
not like we have this topic and this topic and we'll talk about that. But
yep.
it's more like what kind of issues do you currently have? Why are you not growing or why are you not growing quicker? We will talk exactly about that. And every question is answered. There are no issues in terms of time because the masterminds are so long in terms of how much like
Yeah.
stuff that's been talking about. There's no like nobody goes home without questions being answered.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, that's the way we run it, where it's like I think with some masterminds it's just a fixed agenda, but then the issue is you're giving people what you think they need as opposed to asking what they actually need. And you've seen firsthand, Lucas, with the structure we run, it's great. Everyone gets it answered. Even the last one, I know you didn't come to the last one, but we went as far as doing on the last day. We went through each individual, their individual problem, and we didn't move from that person until they were done completely. So no, lovely to hear that, man. Another thing I wanted to touch on was to people watching, Lucas and Yanis, who is a business partner. These guys are a fantastic example of I'll see them at a mastermind event, then they disappear for a while, then they come back to me saying, "Oh yeah, no, good to see you. We just tripled our business." So yeah, talk to me about that, Lucas, because you could have easily come to all the events, but I think you chose not to come to some because you just wanted to execute, right?
Yeah. So first of all, obviously, if we wanted to see the mastermind without going there, we could have done. We could have just watched the recordings as well.
Yep.
So that's really nice as well. Like if you can't make it because the date doesn't fit, because I don't know, there's like vacation or you can just watch recordings. But I just think that the most important thing is like the execution, like actually working on the stuff that we've learned. And I think even if we would have just visited one mastermind a year, we would have grown quite a lot because we've just focused on
Yeah.
implementing it. So that was just a strategy behind it. Like we were like, how much can actually change in 3 months? Let's just attend every 6 months, should be fine. And until this point, it worked out. Whether it
Yeah.
work on the long term,
Clearly.
we will see.
Yeah. No, it's so funny you say that because there were a couple of other clients where they would just come to one event, right? and I never hear from them. And so I check in with them just to see if they're okay, everything's all good, and they'll say, "Oh no, so sorry. Like, yeah, we love the product. We're just busy executing. Our business is at 150K now. Thank you so much." And it's like that's all I hear from them, and I'll never see them again. But like you said, Lucas, it's just attending when you need to attend, and then just getting to work.
Yeah. Yeah, as I said, like even if you only attend one event a year,
Yeah,
like the investment was worth it if you just execute on the stuff that you learn.
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly that. Exactly that. Lucas, let's talk about team structure, man. What does your current team look like? Because I know we spoke about it before we started recording, but if you can give the people watching like a breakdown of the
Yeah.
team size, the different roles you've got, different systems, all that good stuff, that'd be great.
Yeah. So I think the most interesting is obviously like sales and marketing because that's where like
Hmm.
the most magic happens. But I also have to obviously say customer success, super successful. Without a client success team, we would be nowhere.
Yeah, sh
So
shout
that's
out to customer success and ops. Shout
yeah.
out to you.
So all guys watching this from customer success, like just
That's
tremendous.
it.
Really, really.
Lucas doesn't care about you. No, I'm joking. I'm teasing.
Well, yeah, I think like what the most people just interest, I would say, from the outside,
Yeah,
is like sales team has been changed a lot. Like we've been 4 people at the beginning of this year. Now we're 11 people. So that's really nice. We have one back end closer and 10 front end closers. Like not close 10 front end sales reps. Like we don't have
yeah,
like one code close system, so we don't only have closers.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, so yeah, that's regarding the sales team. Marketing is pretty simple. Like I basically have like the role as a CMO, so I just come up with a lot of ad creative
Yeah.
ideas. Like I do most of the ad creative ideation my day round, and then we have 3 guys working in the creative team. So we have 3 people just doing ad creatives the whole day full time, which really helps us also have these higher ad spends, um, which I think is really needed when you go on to multiple 6 figures a month. So we have 2 video ad creative people and 1 image ad creative guy. So without them, we couldn't have increased the ad spend as much as we do now because our ad creatives would just saturate a lot more. Um, so that really, yeah, that really changed. Mm, what else? Client success team, 4 people. Uh,
Love it.
5 people, sorry, not 4, 5 people. And then back office, obviously also super important. Like we'd probably be in jail if we wouldn't have that. So yeah, I think that's
That's it.
basically we're about 20 people.
Big team, amazing stuff, man. And how does your day now look as the founder? Because I know we spoke about it just before recording. You told me, no, it's boring, in
Yeah,
a good way, because if it's boring, you're doing something right.
yeah. Yeah, so my day-to-day basically looks like really just only focusing on sales team controlling. Also, obviously, improving the product. So, if client success team or I get the feeling that we should improve, like obviously, we have uh, every month, every 2 weeks, we talk about potential, what we can improve in the product, what we can add to just further be unique compared with the other competition. And then basically my whole day is a lot of just doing ad creatives. So I'm writing ads, doing ideation nearly every day. I think that's also the only reason why we are able to generate between 120 to 170 ad creatives per month.
Mm,
Um, yeah, so that's just my day to day. I mean, there's
yeah,
also a lot of white space, which I do like because it can be filled with spontaneous stuff. But that's like the main 2 tasks that I have on a daily basis: sales and controlling, had creative
yeah,
ideation, scripting, and here and there product development.
yeah. Love it, man. So Lucas, we went from 120 to 680 in 2 years, which is just ridiculously good. I'm just reading out aloud. I'm like, bloody hell! Like we've seen the growth go up and up, which is fantastic. What would you say the next goal for you is, man?
High numbers, high numbers. I want to see more people get into just points where they earn even more. So I want to see that the closers make more, that they're happy, that they build their self-confidence even more. I want to see setters transition to the closing role. I want to see your marketing guys just level up even more, get even more millions of impressions. I'm just really happy to see everybody grow, to be honest.
Yeah,
see certain people get into leadership roles,
Yeah.
just increase the numbers so there's enough space for big visions of our people.
That's it. Amazing, man. So yeah, 2 years ago, when Seb had the sales call with you, it would have given you the infamous sales call question that everyone asks. Lucas, how would your life change if you fix this, if you got stability and whatnot? 2 years later, I think it's safe to say we've um we've done a decent change here, or you've done a decent change here. Talk to me, man. Firstly, how does it feel? Secondly, I kind of can guess the answer to this because I know how you operate, man. Has life changed, or have you just been cracking on moving forward? And I know what you're gonna tell me.
I think I have the most boring answer to that question. But you could have probably asked way better, like our people that could have answered it way better way. But honestly, let's say that way. I think most people in the position that we are in could really live the life they're dreaming of in terms of material
Yeah,
stuff, like all the goals that you could tick off. If you ask me personally, and that also something that's transitioned, and I thank Charlie a lot for that. I just value completely different stuff compared with 2 or 3 years ago. Life hasn't changed really.
mm,
What has changed is um, it just makes me happy seeing that there's
yeah,
consistent growth, and I think that's the most important for me personally. Just seeing the company evolve month over month. There's no stalling. Obviously, you have struggling. That's just part
yeah,
of the game. Also, winning does not feel like winning. Like
yeah.
obviously, I mean, I sit here doing 680,000, but it doesn't feel like we're winning, obviously, because we also have
Yeah,
struggles. That's part of the game. But I'm just really happy that you guys got us into this winning mentality again. We basically felt like a football team that was losing like 1 or 2 seasons in a row. And then we just got a completely new coach that just created this mentality
yeah,
that you could also win championships. And that's worth 1,000 times more than every car that I could buy, lease, rent,
yeah,
finance, or other material object or whatever.
yeah. Lucas, that's the best answer that could have possibly been given outside the answer that could have been, yeah, I sit at a beach all day, I drive my Ferraris or whatever it may be. The fact that you just said there simply gives you peace of mind, essentially, to summarize, knowing that you're not stalling, you're growing, and you're constantly evolving, right?
Yeah.
And you put it perfectly when you said it feels like you're winning again.
Yeah, it does. I mean,
Yeah,
as I said, like people watch this and be like, "Yeah, that guy wins all the time." We have also been losing. Obviously, you lose some matches, some
yeah,
months are shitty, and then other months are nice again. And we'll have the same in the future as well. Just to
yeah,
stay
for sure.
humble because I'm always very because I've also had seasons, as I said, where we just
Yeah,
really lost and just trying to stay as humble as possible.
that's it, man. That's it. Absolutely love it. Lucas, as we wrap up this interview, as you know, two groups of people that will watch this. First group are people that we've already touched base on. They may want to think about it. They've not joined the program yet for whatever reason, and or they may have just come across us. They want to do their due diligence. The second group are people that are already in the program and they're going through it. I actually want to start off with the second group first. You've been with us for 2 years. You've been through EasyGrow. You've been through the Mastermind. You're essentially our best case study to date for people that are watching right now. What would you say to current clients in terms of the best pieces of advice you can give to succeed?
So,
I know it's a big question.
it- um, I would just really. I think brute forcing is like the best advice I can give you. Like if you just take
Yeah,
the content and really brute force, like for all the guys that don't know what brute forcing is, but really just trying everything that you can in your free
yeah,
time to make it work and just believe that the strategies do work if you combine it with the right offer, if you combine it with the basics. Um,
yeah.
just execute on the stuff and it will not work in the maybe in the first 4 weeks, it will not work in the first three
Mm,
months I don't know. For us it worked immediately, but um just do it as long as you can, and at some point it will work. Like, and if
Yeah.
it doesn't work, just iterate. Like, just change your offer, change the messaging, change the funnel that you're running. I don't know. Like, try
Yeah.
an intro message, brute force. Like, actually try. Most people don't really try.
Yeah. No, great point. Most people, they think they can send 10 cold calls a day or do call 10 cold calls a day, 10 emails a day, and just park up. That's not going to work. But no, fantastically put. And another point on that, Lucas, for those of you watching, Lucas is a perfect example of someone who he admitted he brute forced his way to 120 a month, which is incredible. And then he kept that same behavior pattern with data, with the EasyGrow, with all the teachings. So it's just a cheat code. So for those of you in EasyGrow right now, if you've got everything you need, just brute force it with everything we teach. So that's perfectly said, Lucas. And then to the other group that are watching Lucas, they've yet to join. Maybe they want to think about it. Maybe they're just doing their due diligence. Um, and maybe they've just come across an ad and they just want to find out more and whatnot. What would you say to those people after 2 years of working with us? If you had to, almost like you're speaking to yourself 2 years ago, actually. So yeah, what would you say to those people?
You can end your due diligence right now.
Boom, end recording.
Yeah, it's what would I say to myself 2 years ago where I didn't take the decision yet? Um,
Man, that'd be
all the
scary.
all the risks that you're currently seeing, all the potential negatives that could happen, w- you can completely ignore those if you just put in the work and you just execute on the stuff. The only reason um why you shouldn't do it is because you don't want it. Like, if you don't want to grow, like, you shouldn't become a client of EasyGrow. But if you truly want it and you want to change something, there is no reason why you should continue due diligence. Like, you will just see a lot more reviews. I mean, I'm only like one review of you guys have so many video testimonials. It's insane. I'm trying to get so many plus, but it's
Yeah, we need to get
impossible
you on
because
that, man.
people are so shy every single
Yeah.
time. But like, even the fact that you guys have like 200 plus video testimonials says it alone.
Yeah.
Um, eh, y- there's no logical reason why you shouldn't do it. There isn't.
Yeah.
Isn't. So just do it.
That's it. You
Don't,
heard it from the man himself. Go on,
don't
Lucas.
don't be a pussy. Just do it.
Yeah, literally.
Make more
Literally
money.
that.
Make more money.
That's it. There we are. Sweet. Guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this. Before we wrap up, actually, Lucas, is there anywhere they can find you? Do you have a YouTube channel or like you off socials?
I mean, you can just. I think if you just type in, I don't know if they see my name in the recording, but
I can put in the description. Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, if you just type in my, obviously you can follow me, but I don't post a lot of stuff on Instagram, so yeah. If you guys have questions,
No.
you can hit me up, but um, I think I've answered all the questions that you might have in this video, so that should be fine.
Yeah, that's it. Silent assassin off socials and doing what he's doing. Amazing, amazing, guys. I hope you found this interview valuable. This is part two. Part three, Lucas is probably going to disappear because with the trajectory he's going is absolutely incredible. So yeah, I hope you found this valuable. And I'm going to do my infamous outro. I'm sure Lucas, you probably remember it from the first interview I done. If you're someone that's watching this video right now, this interview right now, and you've fallen into the trap of thinking you can get rich overnight, right? You've seen these Instagram ads of guys with fancy Vice City shirts and they're on the Miami beach and they open up their laptop and 500,000 pounds hit their Stripe account and they close their laptop and they're having a pina colada and they don't have to do any work. And you want to get rich quick scheme and you think we can help you do that. I'm here to tell you guys we are not a get rich yet. There we go. Perfect. Lucas is a perfect example of this. If you want to be like Lucas right now, if you think you can get that overnight, I'm here to tell you guys, this is sadly not a get rich quick scheme. It's not something that you can join and then in 7 days will fix your life, will put you on the beach like Lucas here next to the palm trees and whatnot overnight. Okay. This is a program which requires work. So if you did want something that's going to make you rich overnight, sadly we can't help. As I always say, if you do find a magic pill that makes you rich overnight, find me, send it to me, send it to me. I'll take it myself. But in all seriousness, guys, if you're willing to follow a proven roadmap and a proven framework with all the necessary support channels that you need to help you get to where you want to get to, just like Lucas has here, and you're willing to put in the work, please don't hesitate to book a call with us. If for whatever reason you're still a bit nervous or hesitant or whatever it may be, that's perfectly fine. We have literally, I think by this point, if you include part twos, we've got about 115, 116 long form client interviews across different markets, niches, avatars. So please be sure to check them out on the website and the channel. And then worst case, you can book a call with us and one of our reps would look after you and, decide whether you are a fit or not. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the interview, guys. I hope you found this one valuable and we'll see you next time. Cheers, guys. Bye.